Welcome back to the show analyzing real life attacks caught on tape. We're going to take a look at our video, analyze it step by step, and see how can we react in this kind of scenario. So as you guys can see here, we are outside of a bar. There's a bouncer, another probably drunk guy. We don't really know the story, what's happening here. But what we can see here, that is trying to punch the bouncer with a head motion back, punch to the jaw, quick knockouts. Let's take a look on a slow motion we got here. So he's trying to punch the bouncer is understanding his motion, taking his head motion back and punching back to the jaw, to the chin. As you can see, direct knockout. Now, as I said, we don't really understand the story, but we're gonna try to understand what kind of a move we can learn out of it. So there is the drunk guy who is looking for the opportunity, of course, to punch the bouncer. The bouncer sees his big move, whoops, move back, boom, goes with his own punch, and we have a clear knockout. The guy's trying, whoop, whoop, boom. Now, let's understand what the bouncer did. First of all, as you're able to see, the drunk guy, he's probably not a professional fighter because you're able to see his punch that comes from far away. Whoop, there you go. So most punches in the street, in a street fight, bar fight, are these kind of a swinging motion. Boom, that comes from the outside in. We were talking previous episode that you're usually able to see the attack and simply defend with your hand. Here we have another sort of defending that we called a simply body move, body defend, moving back and going with your own attack. Another option, like we saw the bouncer doing, is using his body motion in order to move back. Now, the bouncer didn't really move back with his legs. He was simply leaning backward, putting his shoulder up to protect his chin if he is getting the punch, and punched by himself to the jaw and was able to knock out the guy right away. Another option is actually to perform a small step backward up while you're seeing the punch. This way you can drive more energy back. One more time, Leo. One. This way you can drive more energy back from the back click. Okay, so let's review those two moves that are actually the same and a little bit different. One, simply lay back, shoulders coming up in order to protect your chin. Your chin is the most sensitive part. The chin is connecting. If you simply tap on your chin, you're gonna feel it right away in the brain. And usually you can see it even in boxing that a strike direct to the chin, to the jaw area is providing the knockout. So when you're having a step back, you wanna somehow protect your face. So one option is simply bring your hands back, right? Bring your hands back. The bouncer chose to simply lift the shoulder like we see a lot in boxing and doing, and then drive his own punch. One option, as we said, without moving back with your legs, of course that's quicker. But a very natural reaction is taking the step back, you can create more distance and drive more energy forward with your own punch. So simply your ability to see the punch, move back. As we said, most of punches in the street are not professional. Boxing punches are those big swinging motion that comes to the head. Our natural instinct is to try to gather momentum and strength, load the strike, boom. And we can see on the street that most situations are not direct knockouts. We see the guy swinging the hand, the other guy's probably trying to do something, defending with his hands. You don't have to be a genius when I'm doing this to simply defend with your hands. This is a simple, natural reaction. Then the guys are kind of bear hugging each other, they're on the ground, their friends are coming. So that's what we usually see. In this case, we have actually someone trained who was reacting to this punch, moving back, boom, punching by himself. You can add, of course, after that, a couple of more strikes. But the whole we had here is learning the body motion and reacting with your hands, with your shoulder if needed, and driving your counter attack right after it. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks, Leo.
Thank you guys for joining our Krav Maga class. You guys can stay tuned and check out our Facebook and YouTube page and learn more Krav Maga tips and lessons. Thank you.